raus! Hierher!
Packer!
Jen!
Beschwerde.
You're fine! Hallo! Hallo, hast du aufgepasst?
Okay, now everything seems fine again.
So haarig.
Okay, looks like it's fine on stream as well. No. Oh. Alrighty, sorry for the inconvenience. I think I should. Okay, I just restarted OBS and everything's fine again. I do not know what happened here. Okay. Well, then let's continue with the next fight, because I do want to get this shit done. So, yeah, and my Pokemon's working again as well. Seems like it just kinda...
Du hast so 20 Sekunden Delay.
Mhm,
Okay.
das ist normal.
Okay.
I did not mean to take that off. Alrighty. Okay, let's give this a save just in case something stupid happens. I might turn on the music again. Let's. I'll try and see how this works without it. So next fight, Konk, Togi, Arrow, Golly, Shifu, Arcanine. That's all of you can go. Your boxes. I need Big Konk, I need Arrow, I need Togi, Arcanine, and I need Shifu. Oh, hi Corey. Thank you very much. We have about 4 fights left, and the final boss fight of Victory Road. Before we're done with Victory Road, and then we have a like 10-ish trainers still left in the game before we head into E4, which I'm not going to do today, but I want to see how far I can get today. So order is Golly, Konk, Togi, Arrow, Golly, Shifu, Hammy. We need Konk with an Assault Vest. I'm gonna level Wilson. We need Aerodactylite. On Arrow, we need no item on Golly. We need Expert Belt and Charcoal. Expert Belt and I think Charcoal is a bit. Why is it? Oh, there it is. Haven't used it in a while. Okay. Let's level my Mons first. Everything goes to 95. Shifu's 96, that's fine. We candied it last stream. Which is gonna come up on Vita anyway. Alright, so... That's all the items. We need to pre-damage, and we need to pre-toxic arrow once we get to the fight, and we need to pre-damage to 234. And we do the pre-toxic once we're close, just to stop, like, get around the annoyance of having to heal up all the way. Golly needs to be pre-damaged to 134, which is 51% to be able to exit. That is it. Conk has... Oh yeah, obviously Conk needs to be pre-burned. To activate Guts. Perfect. We need Rock Tool on Arrow, which I think we have. Then we need Dual Wing Beat, which is fine. Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch. Okay. Alright. I'm going to try to see if I can start Spotify again. And if that fucks it up again, I apologize. If so, I'd be very disappointed with Spotify. Oops. Okay, looks fine from this perspective. Aye. So next, this fight is quite easy. Snorlax's lead is just really abusable, right? Like it's not difficult to play around if you have a strong enough fighting type. Biggest thing in this fight is like being able to position around the Mence, because like the Mence does pretty disgusting damage, and obviously like analytic Starmie is always a fucking annoyance to play around. Oops. Oops. Fucking left, down, left, down. How can you stop looking down the entire fucking time? Left, down, right, down. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I know I'm shit at this, but like, that's just brutal. I feel like my speed up is going crazy if I do it. Let's see. A second. Alrighty, I think my speed up also works. We already fought this fight. This isn't CK+, otherwise I'm toxic here. On the other hand, I think that's... Oh wait, that scale's here, right? Yeah. This is the last 2 hard scale. On a pre-toxic... Oh no, I don't want a pre-toxic right now. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. I think there's a... Yeah, that's a second scale. Because I know that on the ice floor, right? Okay, so we pre-toxic arrow, it's not 3. This has Rock Tomb and Dual Wing Beat, which is the moves I need. This needs no moves. This just needs like superpower / hammer arm. This needs to be pre-damaged to 134, that's fine. Shifu has Expert Belt, and Arcanine has Chuckle. Okay, let me just go through the line again. We kill this with Conk. Assault Vest, Conk, Baits, Dual Wing Beat, Fast Kill exactly. We go into Togi with no item. Even double crit never gets us into Draco range, right? Like, even on double max roll crit, we're at 40.9%. Sorry, not, we're at 60.9%. 60.9%, so Draco never kills us. Not calcing with weather or any other conditions on. Okay, so it's, and then it's always EQ or Fire Fang Fast Kill. We switch into regular Arrow, who takes Fire Fang, this, and then we get this thing because it slow kills you. Regular Arrow takes 21.8. We take 18. Take 9, roughly 19%, so we're close to 60% coming in here, even off of non-crit, which means this is guaranteed. Slow kill even with crit, we're never dead to Mach Punch. And then we're always baiting slow kill from this. Could be body press, but that's fine. AV, no item, Aerodactylite, no item, Expert Belt. Let me just check. 134 always exits. Yeah. Completely fine. This does like no fucking damage to us. And even if it were to like Cosmic Power on the switch, I'd be fine. Yeah, this is So Hammer Arm Olco's this. AV Baits Dual Wing Beat only. We switch into Arrow on what is either just check this, 234. I need to lose 31 HP, which is exactly what I lose from Toxic Turn 1, Toxic Turn 2. Okay. That's EQ. 218. That was 16 damage, and then we're gonna lose 32 on the next. 31 if it's a rounding error, and then we're still in range. So Mega and Rock Tomb always kills. I could probably even kill this without Mega now. Ah, actually without Mega you don't kill with Rock Tomb. But Mega does kill with Rock Tomb here. For sure. Yeah. Also pretty close. Jesus. I guess it is Rock Tomb. Mega is active. We click Rock Tomb. Fun thing is, because this has a focus sash, it's not going to click Mud Punch because it sees slow kill into me. So I can just kill this with dual wing beat for free. This is Metagross kill. Exit. Wicked Blow always kills this. Now Starmie comes in because it outspeeds me. And Starmie dies to Sucker Punch here. Next in is regular Sableye. I could try and kill this with this, but it's just easier. If I do this, Fly Blitz. And you kill with the second Fly Blitz. Easy going. Oh, that's EQTM, that's nice. Oh, perfect. Because if I do the Gengar right here, I can use this and get around the fucking puzzles, right? That's perfect. Nice. Stream seems to be consistent as well. Nice. Okay, next fight is kind of Demon. This is relatively well known as one of the more difficult fights in VR, but this is where one of our scales on erratic weather actually comes in. Take all the items off. We're keeping Shifu, Golly, and Arcanine on the team here for sure. Edgar. Right. Don't need Conk, don't need you, don't need you. What I do need is D-Knight. I need Prim and Latios.
Alles gut?
Mhm.
Okay. Mach langsam.
Mach ich. Okay, so everybody's level, that's fine. Why does Prim still have an item? Why do you still have a Citrus Berry? Jesus. Alright, okay, feeling good. Okay, let's get slot order. We start with this, go into Golly, go into Shifu. No, we're going to, we go into Golly, go into Shifu, go into back into Arcanine, go into D-Knight, go into Prim, go into Latios. Perfect. It's Citrus on D-Knight. Dragonfang on this. No item on Prim, but I need double choice. No, choice band, choice scarf, and life orb. So, life orb on Golly. Golly's actually gonna get a frag here. So we need scarf on Hammy, and we need band on Shifu. For once, we don't need any pre-damage or pre-status, if I'm correct. Yes, because so the sun is active, we kill this. This comes in on a fast kill, CC guaranteed. Switch in on this. Kill this, bait that, Shifu comes in, kills this, and kill this. Oh, that's a fucking banger. Let me turn that up real quick. Okay. Okay, so this is Mega Charizard Y. We are Choice Scarfed. So we outspeed and kill this with a Rock Slide even after Mega. The set Sun, which brings in Demon number 1. Lilligant Hisui with Chlorophyll in Sun. This thing that's Flying Gem, Acro, CC, Solar Blade, and Sleep Powder. This is really hard to deal with, but Golly does it perfectly. Normally, you have to be, like, I don't have to be careful of Sleep Powder here, because Lilligant sees guaranteed fast kill on Hammy with CC, which means it's going to drop its defenses when I switch in with Golly here. So this never exits us, and after the drop, this thing guaranteed dies to Life Orb boosted First Impression, which is really good. This wouldn't have died if I hadn't scaled attack for Swimmer Katie on Erratic Weather, so I'm really glad that I'm getting double value out of the scale here. Which also puts us into an interesting position, because Golly, from this point, actually baits fast kill from Rhyperior, which is really nice, because this thing has Stealth Rocks, and it's very difficult to show a fast kill to Rhyperior, but Golly is one of the few ones that does it. And it's also guaranteed Head Smash, which Shifu can just switch in, and then kill this with Bandit CC. Choice Band CC.
Taki, Ruhe, nein. Taka.
Taka. Runter. Hör auf, du kleines aufgeblühtes Tier. Los, Taka. Ab. Zähne muss sich konzentrieren.
Ihr kommt zu mir. Und er kommt zu uns. No. Kleines Aufregungstierchen.
Können wir Stühle tauschen? Ich glaube, meine ist kaputt.
Klar.
Das fährt immer wieder nach unten. Ohne, dass ich das will.
Erkennst du Consent?
Du musst da weg, da braucht den Schulplatz.
Husch.
Das ist ja aufgeregt.
Ja. und so aufgeblüht.
Das war sehr lecker.
Ja, ich habe den heute sehr gut getroffen, fand ich.
Läuft alles.
Ja, das läuft alles. Das ist, wie gesagt, ich habe OBS zugemacht, wieder aufgemacht und jetzt geht's.
Nee, ich meine von den Kämpfen.
Ach so,
Ich mache mir Sorgen, dass irgendwas nicht läuft und dann ist alles ruiniert und dann bist du traurig.
Alles gut.
Das ist furchtbar.
Du bist sehr süß. Ja. Wohin mit dir? Ich muss wieder zu meinem Schreibtisch. Ja. Und. Ich bin so aufgeregt. So aufgeregt. Ich muss da weg. Digi, komm.
Deine Nudeln? Bitte schön. Eine Nudel für das Nudelfisch.
Für die kleine Nudel. Okay. So I had to switch chairs with my girlfriend. So, this is Ninetales Alola. This is seeing a slow kill with fast kill with exactly a Moonblast. We go into Hammy. So we can either kill this with since this has Focus Sash, I can either click Flare Blitz twice or Rock Slide twice. Rock Slide is technically slightly better. Because we have a 30% chance to flinch, because we outspeed this because of Choice Scarf. This couldn't freeze us because we obviously you can just de-Thor with Flare Blitz. So we click Rock Slide once, crit, flinched, nice. Like obviously I don't need the flinch, it's just technically optimal to do for more HP. So this is Venusaur on EQ exactly. D-Nut comes in, takes no damage. We click Dual Wing Beat. Always kill this. In comes Gudro Hisui, who sees a either Dragon Pulse or Counter into me. Prim takes no damage. We then slow flip turn, I think. Oh no, we just Moonblast this once. Yeah, we Moonblast. This is always baiting EQ. Technically, this can counter. So we Moonblast once, EQ'd, that's fine. Okay, special attack falling doesn't matter, it's still EQ or counter, because I do have a physical move. Prim did 35 with this, and then Dragon Fang Latios kills this with Dorico. Nice and easy. Easy go. Okay, next up is Darren.
Aua.
Alles okay bei dir?
Ja.
My girlfriend just pointed at the note in my notes that says, in all caps, Latios needs Dragon Pulse for this fight. 5 exclamation points. Which is the note I made for myself when reverse calcing this. That I definitely can't unlearn Dragon Pulse before this fight. Okay, we do need... we don't need Golly, but we need Shifu and we need Latios for this fight. So you can go back into the box, so you can use, so can you, so can you. We need Scooter. So, Scooter, we need Togi, we need Shifu, and we need Amogus. Said reverse calcing, what is that term? New to Run and Bun scene. Okay, so reverse calcing means I do this a lot. This is up to, like, some people do this more, some people do this less. So reverse calcing in this sense means I don't, if I get into a new split, so I just beat a gym leader, my level cap goes up. I have now, let's say, 30 fights until the next boss in Run and Bun, right? What I do is I don't start calcing at the first trainer in the split, I start calcing at the next boss, and then in reverse order, calc the trainer from last to first. What that does specifically is it allows you to know which mons and which moves you need on the later trainers in a split, which means, for example, in this case, if I started calcing earlier and I calc the first couple of trainers here, I might have thought to myself, oh, I need a different move on Latios. I can forget Dragon Pulse, for example, for Surf, which I used on a previous fight. If I then come to that fight in the calc, I'm like, oh shit, I can't do that. Obviously with moves it's a little bit easier because you could scale them, you could do all kinds of stuff, like and since I'm still in the calcing phase, it's not as big of a deal. But where it really matters is if you still need to underlevel mons for gym fights, for example. This is very common, like this is very useful in TNL splits specifically. For all the gym doubles in which you can't pre-damage, for having your guys underleveled. And what it is also useful is for sacks. So for example, I reverse calced the entirety of TNL split. So I once I got my last encounter for TNL split, which is after the Pyre Grunts, I went to Tate and Liza with my pretty much full box, right? And then did Tate and Liza as the first calc, and then did all the trainers in the trainer sheet in reverse order to know at which point I need which mon, because that means when I came back into MHO, like I had already calced Aqua Hideout and TNL Gym, in MHO I knew exactly what mons, even mons that you don't necessarily think of a lot. Like for example, Grand Ball was important for one fight in TNL Gym. If I hadn't known that ahead of time, I might have sacked Grand Ball on a fight in MHO because it's good to sack there. So it helps me make decisions with more information in the long term. That's what reverse calcing refers to. Sorry for that, but I hope that made it clear. Might have over-explained this a bit. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm happy to explain. I tend to get lost in the yap a little bit, but yeah, good luck on Flannery. Flannery's a tough fight if you don't have a good rock slider. Hope your team's good. Okay, I need a Mogus, and I actually do need Golly. Oops. So we need you. Your level actually doesn't matter, but I'm still going to level you. For the express purpose if you're coming to this fight. So, you do need to switch places. Okay, I need Choice Band on Scooter. Okay, I need to order my mons here. Scooter, Togi, Latios, Shifu. Okay, I need a Arrow, H Arcanine, Rhyperior all have Rock Slide for me. Haven't gone through the calc specifically yet. Oh, okay, then you're probably gonna be fine. Hisui and Arcanine is probably the best Rock Slider for Flan. It's a really, really good one. I think you should have a pretty good time with Hisui and Arcanine. Nice. Hope the calc goes well. So, I need Choice Scarf on Latios. I need both Shed Shells on this fight. One for Shifu, one for Amogus. And Togi and Golly don't need items. So, we need to pre-burn Shifu, who is in slot 4. We need to pre-damage Golly, who's in slot 6. to 240 HP. So next trainer, go out of the sun. Perfect. So all of you guys are leveled. I need a Rock Tomb on Shifu. Do I have the TM on myself? Yes, I do. So this goes into the flex slot here. And okay. Kill with flip turn, Togi comes in, Earth Power, fake it for chip, rid of Sash, Earth Power, Latios, Blades Ice Beam, Scooter, kill with flip turn. Can't freeze me because it's sheer force. Get rid of this. That's fine. Scooter kills this with flip turn. Choice bind. Shifu comes in and after the burn tick still out damages all mons. Doesn't kill Wob because of burn. Wob comes out and then we can kill the Wob safely and then chain the 3 in the back later. I need Draco and Depulse. Other moves for this fight are technically relevant. You have Toxic, that's all I need from you. Oop. Oops. Wait, what? Okay, 95, 95, 95, 96, 95, 95. Your pre-damage to 240. 240 is for the exit on D-darts. 55, 110. Yes, it's a multi-hit move, it can hit me twice. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's do this. Check the calc here again, just so that I'm not fucking crazy. This has Flying Gem. Okay. So, this guy leads with Archeops. This thing has Stealth Rock, Heatwave, Acro, Power Gem. We are just going to flip turn and kill this guy with Choice Band flip turn. And give ourselves an option to reposition with Togi, who is fast killed by Nidoking, who we fake out here. This thing sees Earth Power guaranteed. Earth Power is a little bit too much damage for Barraskewda to switch back into. So we want to bait Ice Beam here, so we go into Latios here. So it's could have technically clicked counter, but like, I know it can't click counter because it's a fast killer. I'm yapping. Okay, so this now sees Ice Beam as its highest damaging move. Sludge Wave does slightly less. So this has to Ice Beam me here, because it has Sheer Force. I don't have to be worried about a freeze here. And now we kill this with Flip Turn as well. And now Dark Shifu with... So Dark Shifu with a pre-burn still out damages every single mon here. It would technically wouldn't out damage a Mega Charizard X in the back, but since it's calcing with regular Charizard, Rock Tomb makes me slow out damage everything here. Which means the highest score besides slow out damage in this team normally is outspeed, which would mean Dragapult comes in. But because of the burn, I'm not OHKOing the Wob with Wicked Blow. So Wob actually gets a +2 and switches in here. We have Shed Shell on this to be able to switch out of the Wobbuffet as well. Nice. So this is how we get the Wob out easily ourselves. We can switch because of the Shed Shell. Clicks counter, that doesn't matter. Now we just Toxic this. Okay, it's 1 turn of Toxic tick. This has an Papa Berry. This is turn 1. Turn 6 should be the one where Wob dies here. I'm gonna check this. We are just going to click Spore and do nothing. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. So turn 5 of Toxic never kills this. Then triggers the Papa, and then on turn 6 it should die. Let me just make sure that I have this, that the math is correct here. Okay, this should have... Sorry, I'm gonna adjust my calc here. Just to make sure that I don't accidentally switch a turn to... So this should be on 56.25%. This should not yet die. Right, so this took 1. Yeah, this has taken 5. This should not die yet. I'm unsure, but technically this should not be dying because this is the 6th turn of Toxic. This should do 37%. This should not die to this turn of Toxic. So I want to...
Ich bin hooked.
So I should be able to take 1 more turn here. Yeah, Berry healed a lot. Yeah, Berry heals 50% here. If my calc is correct, this takes 6 out of 16 here. So this should be on 18% after this turn. So I'm gonna click Spore again. Yeah, now it dies next turn. Switch back into this thing. So I'm showing fast OHKO to the 3 mons in the back in order are Dragapult, Pikachu, and then regular Charizard. So I'm fast killing both Dragapult and Pikachu. but Charizard isn't O-code by me, even with Surf. So I'm not showing a kill to regular Charizard, so it switches regular Charizard in because it thinks it isn't dead. This is now going to Mega, and then, because I'm scarfed, I'm faster, I just kill this with Draco. So this is literally Megaing into its own death. So now we sadly can't kill the Dragapult anymore. Dragapult sees slow kill Dragon Darts. I'm not doing the calcs with Megas, is so funny. Yeah, it's one of the things that makes the AI really abusable, but sometimes it's actually to your benefit, sometimes it's not to your benefit. But I do think like two out of 3 times it's probably to your benefit as the player. So and to be fair, that's just an Emerald expansion thing, I think, right? Like that's just the way that like Emerald expansion, so the engine that the game's based on, worked back when Deck was developing the game, right? Okay, so we switch into Golly on the darts. Always exit, and we go back into Latios. Yeah. Also, hi, Krasia. And now we can just chain the last 2 with Dragon Pulse. This is why I needed to keep Dragon Pulse for this fight. Crit for good measure. Yeah, it's been a minute. So last saw you run when it was at like badge 4. Yeah, that has been a fucking while. Badge 4 was like more than half a year ago. Saw some videos and they dealt really well with it. I think Mega Altaria because of the AI. Oh yes, Mega Altaria is one of the like best mons to abuse the it's one of the best mons in abusing the Mega AI, because like it allows, since you Mega on your turn and it doesn't calc with the Mega, it doesn't know that you're going to turn into a fairy type, and it's super easy to bait like dragon moves into Altaria and then become a fairy, be immune, and then like slow kill stuff. It's really nice. So we're locked into D-Pulse here. We just kill the Pikachu. And we're done. Nice. So, one more fight until Veto, the penultimate boss in this game. So, I need a escape road here. Okay. Alright, so next fight is also, like, most of these fights just end up being a positioning puzzle, right? So I need Shifu, sorry, no, that's the wrong fight, prep. I need Ludi, Beedrill, D-Knight, Walrein, Golly, and Infernape. So I don't need Shifu. You can go back into box 2. So I need my goat Ludi, I need Beedrill, I need D-Knight, I need Walrein for this fight, and I need Infernape. Infernape flex slot coming back. So all of these are level to 95, perfect. Order is Ludi into Beedrill, into D-Knight, into Walrein, into Golly, into Infernape. Really play with no risks, your box is stacked. Yes. So obviously with no risks is like, even I cannot play the entire game riskless. There are certain fights where I had to take risks. So my current counter is slightly inaccurate technically. I after Norman, so after the 4th gym leader, the total wipe risk until this point is 0.0011. Oh god, I calced it. I updated it a couple days ago. Let me check the number so I don't give you a wrong calc. 1175. Okay. It is... Yeah, so that is my total cumulative wipe risk over the entirety of the run. Which is, for me personally, still too high because it exists. But I know that some of the best people at this game don't get it down much further either. So I can accept it. But yes, I play very, very risk averse. There's the term terror locking for this, based on some of the, like, one of the best, if not the best, riskless player in the scene, Terra, who's really, really good at it, who's very good at optimizing lines, and just a fantastic player and cool guy. So yeah, I play very similar. Unless, obviously I make mistakes sometimes, which can then introduce some risk. Typically I don't count that risk, because if I make a mistake because I misclick a move or something, a live calc of it, well, I know the fights that I have risk on, right? Like I know if the line is riskless or not, and then I can calc the percentage to wipe based off of like the RNG or like the variance that needs to happen. And then whenever I have a fight that has a wipe risk, I calc the total percentage of wiping on that fight, and then the cumulative one is just added up. To be fair, I don't have a lot of fights. There's a total of 4 fights in the entire game that I had a wipe risk on. That was Tabitha 1, Pyre Grunt 3, Pyre Grunt 5, and MHO Grunt 9. And that's pretty much it. Although technically AHO Grunt 6. A 0 risk run. Maybe. It is possible. Most people would argue it's possible past Norman, because pre-Norman the variance is so high on a lot of fights that it's almost impossible. I know there's 2 people in Deckcord who are working to calc the entire game risklessly. I know there's 2 people working on it. I don't have their names on hand, but you can check in Discord. They, like, in Dex's Den, they post frequently, at least one of them does, and they have a spreadsheet with every fight they've done already, and they have a solid like 30-ish% of the game, I think, done, and they are calcing to have a fully riskless line for every single fight in the game. To be fair, they're picking encounters, right? So if I remember correctly, they pick at least some early game encounters to make that possible, because otherwise it's incredibly difficult. And yeah, like with some set encounters at least, I don't know if they completely pick encounters. So if it's a deathlock, because if you pick encounters, it's definitely possible. But in a regular Nuzlocke, it would be very, very rare that all the stars align for you to be able to do that. But it's possible. I see wrong fight. I need Hallie. Yeah. Okay, I need Beedrillite. I need Jabonkaberry here. Actually, by making a mistake earlier, I accidentally saved a rubber berry for this run, which I'm actually not even going to use. that was bad, yeah. Okay, I need to teach Flamethrower to Infernape. So I have the TM. I have a Fire Punch. Because random encounters, random IVs, random natures is too much randomness. Yeah, especially because, like, certain fights in this game just demand specific answers. One of them is one of the fights that I have Risk on, is Tabitha 1, for example. It specifically is the Quick Claw Torkoal with Explosion. It is extreme, with, like, I think it has Flamethrower or Fire Blast. What's his set? I think it's Explosion, Earth Power, Solar Beam, Fire Blast, I think. I'm not sure on the Earth Power, but I think that's the move. And there is a riskless way of doing it, but you need Vivillon for it. Everything else will always risk a Quick Claw Explosion. There are some mons, like Archeops, who don't die to Quick Claw Explosion, even crit, but that's what I did. But the problem is that there are safe ways of beating it without Vivillon, right? But, like, pretty much anything that isn't Vivillon either risks Quick Claw Boom or risks some sort of, like, Quick Claw crit in another formal way. So it is obviously doable, but, like, for completely riskless, there's certain mons that are just incredibly hard to deal with. The Pyre 5 is a good example for that, because, like, all these Pyre Grunts in Tailwind also have really have, like, certain risk percentages just added to them if you don't have very specific answers. Okay, so all the items, we need to pre-damage a couple mons. So we need to pre-damage Ludi to 171, which is the lowest roll of Light of Ruin from this Fluid Eternal. We need Walrein at 176. Walrein is in slot 4. And then we need Golly, who's in slot 5, to be out at 145 with the Jaboka Berry. Because Walrein baits low kick here, which is perfect. Okay, so I need to figure out energy pool. Alrighty, I think we're prepped here. We don't need any. I don't need an item on this, but I do need to pre-damage. Everything is to 95. This has Flamethrower. This has Draco. This has all of its moves. Speed Relight. You're pre-damaged properly. Yeah, this is the lowest roll of low kick. 3 crits from this. 12, 12, 12. Yeah, this is never getting me into this. Perfect. Oh yeah. God, I'm so bad at overworld movement. There's a reason I'm not a speedrunner. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Okay, it's Hug down there, right? Okay, check the pre-damage again. 171, 176, 145. That's correct. 145 is exit. I'd need 15 damage to exit. Low kick does a bit more. That's fine. Oh, I think this is just in case low kick does, like, let me pre-damage Golly by a little bit more, just in case there's, like, a bug happening here. Yes, okay. Just in case we switch in on, like, some combination of like random move or like the low kick. Low kick weight shouldn't be bugged on Golly, but why would I want to risk it? Because with even if it's bugged, I'm always switching out here. Okay. So this golem here is probably a nightmare for most people. To be fair, if you have Aura Sphere on 8, this is still fine, but it's sturdy, Custard Berry, Stealth Rocks, Explosion, all the like regular bullshit. But since I have Fake Out on my Ludi, I can just Fake Out into Energy Ball this, and easily fast kill without ever risking anything. Now this is guaranteed Light of Ruin, which Beedrill just fucking tanks, which is crazy. Light of Truck, we Mega, and we kill this with Poison Jab. Poison Jab kills this. Now I outspeed everything, so slow kill takes priority, and slow kill Heat Crash from Turtonator. It's always coming in. So this can't boom, this can't body press, this can't curse, so it's always Heat Crash. We go into D-Knight, who takes laughable damage from Heat Crash. And then just one-taps this thing with a Draco Meteor, which then baits Weavile in on fast kill with Triple Axor. We switch to Wool Ring. So this is now baiting a guaranteed fast kill with Low Kick. We go into Golisopod. We exit. The Jaboka Berry gets us chips off the Focus Sash that this Weavile has. This Weavile does not have any priority moves, which is what I'm going to use, because now Mega Beedrill comes back in and kills this with U-turn, allowing us to reposition for the last 2 mons in the fight, which are Assault Vest Escavalier, which comes in and dies to Flamethrower from Infernape. Let me just put that in the calc. It's because we're holding a Charcoal, so Flamethrower always kills this. And now Mega Mobile comes in. Technically, I could have done this with Flatlets, right? But the problem is that the Mobile intims me here, I believe. Like, I think this has intim. It doesn't say in the doc, but like, I'm just assuming that it intims. But Flamethrower still kills Mega Mobile, even after Megaing. So this is going to Sucker Punch me here. Ja. So wieder einen Penis gefunden. Oh, Tomato Legs.
Mein Gouda ist heute besonders nussig.
Jesus fucking Christ. Please don't ever say that again to me. Fucking hell. What the absolute fuck.
Man kann ein Käsebrötchen mieten.
Okay.
Mit Voice-Over. Konzentrier dich wieder auf den Spiel.
Aha. That is disturbing. Sorry, my girlfriend is watching a documentary and that's some disturbing shit going on there. Funny, but disturbing. Okay, so that was the last regular VR fight. We only have Veto left now. which I have a pretty nice cook for because I specifically went out of my way to get the Mega Slowbro Knight, or the Slowbro Knight for Mega Slowbro before the veto cap, which is a bit difficult because some of the optionals on that route, especially at a lower level cap, can be kind of truck. But I found a pretty clean line to do it. So I actually have Mega Slowbro for this fight, which absolutely dismantles veto. Because I'm going to show you the fight real quick. This shit is very unfun. This is in permanent psychic terrain because of Indeedee. This is Focus Sash Indeedee with Future Sight, Expanding Force, which have the same base damage, by the way. So even if you wanted to sack to this, you couldn't guarantee a sack, even with something that is dead to Expanding Force, unless you have something that is faster and dies to like Mystical Fire or Dazzling Gleam specifically. A Custap Berry Sturdy Aggron with Metal Burst and Stealth Rock. Pheromosa is just an absolute Omega Demon. This thing outspeeds everything unless you put a Choice Scarf on it. Cloyster with Focus Sash, Shell Smash and Focus Sash, Shell Smash in terrain has cost quite a few people their runs. Obviously, the patented Psychic Seed Unburden Halucha with the classic Halucha set that deck puts into the game like 6 times. And obviously Mega Alakazam in Psychic Terrain is also quite interesting. But none of that matters, because we are simply going to style on veto here. What we need is Crobat. We don't need Ludi for this fight. Crobat. This fight is also part of the reason why we candied Shifu to 96. You'll see in a second why. So, Crobat, Shifu. I need Slowbro. I need Basculegion. I need Salazzle. And I need Excadrill. I think if you can utilize the Mega Slowbro a little bit more here, but I like the slightly higher tempo line that I have here. Okay, my line is actually... I still have notes from a different version of this line. Okay, but it's just Slack Off to Full, Future Sight, Psychic, Switch, Kill, Bait... And you're good. Right. Yes, and because you're baiting, you have superpower. You're always baiting this thing. Okay, so Crobat doesn't need an item. Shifu needs a Choice Scarf. I need Mega Slowbro Knight. I need... Gotcha, Roxanne. Let's go, Joey! It's PB for the last, like, month. Wipe to crit boost from a leap. Oh, no! No, man! You have to be kidding me. Oh, what is with these runs, brother? That is so fucking tragic, man. You're still good on you for, first of all, getting to Roxanne and running it up. Nice that you went live. I would have loved to watch, but kind of busy. Was a mid pack. Was mid pack too. Oh, Basil's a fan of the mid pack. Just saying. Basil's a fan of the mid pack. We need white herb here. We need a Roab berry on this. We just want a citrus on this thing. Come on. I need aerial ace. Do I still have an aerial ace TM lying around? I don't need to use the... I think I don't have aerial ace lying around. Okay, I'm just gonna use the script here. Are you still live, Joey, or did you go off after the wipe? So we need aerial ace in slot 4 here. That's not. Oh, that's actually better. Okay, so we need pre-damage on Shifu. 278 to be exact. Let me just check that that is correct. We are in psychic terrain. I need to calc that. I need to have that. 278 is the lowest roll of this. Yeah, there's overlap between these two. That's fine. 278 is okay. Basket Legion needs to be pre-damaged to 263 with white up. And Salazzle needs to be pre-burned. Oops, nearly fucked that up. Basket Legion is in slot 4, 263 on Legion. Then pre-burn numero 5. I think that should be it for prep. 278 on Shifu, 263 on Basket Legion. I made a vile rocket fight. I love the fucking... the pipeline of you running up truck, wiping, going back to both for bronze, and just making an absolute fucking demon of a fight. Like, just pouring all of that frustration and hate immediately into punishing other people. Isn't that what it's all about? Yeah, good. Okay. Let me put a citrus on this as well, just for fun. Oh, this is ice puzzle, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see what I need to do. Ja, das... I remember.
Alles gut?
Ja?
Okay, das ist Jesus Christ.
Alright. So... Okay, I want up here, right? So... If I go... No... Oh, this one, right? Yes, if I can go... Is that it? Oh my god, I'm so fucking good. must have heavy duty boots. I don't know where Vito. I think Vito like shows up here, right? Yeah, he ambushes you, I think. Okay, so let's do the last check here. Let me just check the Basket Legion HP because that one is really important. Coming in on Bug Buzz. If I'm on 263, minimum roll Bug Buzz puts me to 162, which is exactly the lowest roll of Freeze Dry, which is perfect. Max roll crit does 181, which means I am on 82 HP, which is 7 above Hydro Pump and also always Freeze Dry. This can never come in because I'm showing this. I'm not showing this fast kill actually because this is sturdy. I could accidentally evade Stone Edge here. This could be... Could this be Stone Edge? I don't have Mold Broker. Because this has Sturdy, this would see Slow Kill. Wait a second. I need to think about this. Just run up E4 now. No, thank you. Okay, I just realized something. Because this thing has Sturdy, if it sees a slow kill, it could come in. This could come in and try and kill me. Right, if this comes in on slow kill. Oh no, this is completely fine because I'm faster than this. This is always seeing fast kill. Actually, it completely works out. Sorry, I'm just not used to getting outsped by fucking Cloyster. Outside of Tailwind. But plus speed is actually doing God's work here. Okay, so this should be completely free then. Okay, but good that I checked. That would have been awkward. Blind E4 baby, it's just that easy. To be fair, I have my E4 team and everything planned. I have the entire rest of the game planned, right? Like, I could run up E4 today if I wanted to, but I won't. Not because I couldn't, but because I actually want to make a bit of a big deal out of it. I have a trailer ready and everything, and I want to finish everything else, then post the trailer. Yes, especially because I'm doing something a bit more difficult than just a regular E4. Let's put it this way. E4 is already difficult enough, but I try to push a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so since this thing sees fast kill, I have the white herb in case Bug Buzz special defense drops me, so I never show Hydro Pump. And then pre-burn Salazzle comes in, baits, chips off the Focus Sash with the Roap, kills with Sludge Bomb, Lucha's already dead, and then base Alakazam outspeeds me and kills me with a Psychic Move. All baby money 4 confirmed. So yes and no. Originally, when I planned my E4 I finished planning my E4 over a month ago. Like I did the like quote unquote final calcs for my team for which mons are going to be on my team somewhere in mid-July. The problem is I had in that team is a mon that at that point hadn't been brought to E4. But in the time since then, one of the people who's done their E4 brought the mon that I was also going to bring as my new guy. So my team doesn't include a new Pokemon, but it's still a mon that has only been brought once. And it was just unlucky timing on my part because like I took a 2-month break from streaming in like April. If I had just done all of my stuff before that, I wouldn't have gotten sniped. It's unfortunate, but the thing is I started doing my calcs and I actually was under the assumption that the mon that I was gonna bring as new guy was already champed. So I never intended to bring a new guy. It was just an like lucky coincidence because I'm doing an E4 that is challenging in a way where I don't care about the new guy. Like my box is so good, I can bring any kind of new guy. I could champ cast form if I wanted to. Like I could just bring 5 goats, cast form, and just do an E4 like that, right? Like bringing a new guy isn't difficult for my box because my box is very, very good for E4. I could also bring an interesting mon for E4. I could bring Crook, I could bring Archeops, I could bring Honchcrow. I have plenty of mons that could do something on E4. But I care less about the new guy. I care a lot more about doing something that pushes the... If you were to bring any interesting mons, any personal faves that haven't been champed at the moment. Yes, so I would love to bring Archeops. I got Archeops from Fossil, so it's been with the run for a long time. I've used Archeops a fuck ton. Archeops is a really, really good mon for this E4, at least in certain battles. If I brought Archeops, I would probably do Drake doubles. I believe. There's some source. Yeah, if I was just going for a new guy, I would probably bring Archeops, because it's one of the mons that actually means something to the run and has like meaningful tech on the E4. For sure. Like I would love to bring Archeops. It's a cool mon. I used it a lot and it has some tech. For sure, it's a solid E4 mon, right? Like that, he wouldn't just be a jobber. But I'm not gonna spoil more. If I actually finish all the trainers left in the game, which is only like 8 or something, today, everybody who's in the stream gets a preview of the trailer, and then you'll know what I'm going for. But okay, less yapping, more actually doing the fights. Okay, let me just check that I did everything. This has U-turn, this has aerial ace, which is important. Do I need anything else? No, I don't need. I need this. This has Slowbro Choice Scarf, White Herb, Rowan Berry, Citrus Berry too. Okay, what's up, Vito? Okay, so this set Psychic Terrain. So this sees a slow kill, expanding force, or so this sees either expanding force or future sight. So we're going to fast U-turn to break the focus sash. We go into a Shifu. So it's expanding force, perfect. I'm actually not sure whether that could have future sighted there. I think it couldn't have. either way, like I was prepared for either. So now this is Choice Scarf Hasty Shifu at level 96. I can kill this with CC if I wanted to. I'm gonna kill this with Wicked Blow. Then Aggron doesn't see any kills on me and sees I fast out damage it. With Aerial Ace, I actually show a fast kill to Pheromosa. I don't show a fast kill to Cloyster, but Cloyster also doesn't see a kill on me. And Hawlucha, without Unburden, actually sees a slow kill into me. And obviously I outspeed regular Zam and just Oko it with Wicked Blow. So next in here is going to be Hawlucha. So Hawlucha now is faster than I am. This can acrobatics. It's more likely to CC. It doesn't matter which of the moves it clicks. Okay, CC is better. So we Mega with Slowbro. Even despite the Psychic Seed, this is always dead in Psychic terrain to Future Sight. So I just Mega to get more defensive, deal more damage, and also be crit immune because I get Shell Armor, and we just slack off. So we are on full HP. That is the state that I needed. If I got like crit acroed on the turn in and then everything, I could have like had less HP. So now we set up the position in which we get completely around having to switch into Life Orb Pheromosa. So we click Future Sight into Psychic here. So is my Mega Slowbro scaled? Yes. Okay, so we click Future Sight here. Now we kill this with a Psychic. We are on 149. Pheromosa sees exactly Bug Buzz, fast kill. We switch into our pre-damaged Vascular Legion. Future Sight has not hit yet. Go to 154, and Future Sight kills Pheromosa. So Cloyster now sees a guaranteed fast kill with Freeze Dry into Vascular Legion. I switch into pre-burn Salazzle. Takes the Freeze Dry, doesn't really take a lot of damage. The Rowan Berry chips off the Focus Sash, and now we outspeed, and with the chip from the Focus Sash here, we kill with either Flamethrower or Sludge Bomb. I'm going to click Sludge Bomb. So this baits a fast kill from Alakazam on exactly a Psychic move. So base Zam sees like all rolls of Expanding Force killing, like min roll Expanding Force from base Zam here is 299% minimum. So this is Omega dead. We switch into a Shifu on the Psychic move. This goes Mega. This gets Unseen Fist. This is fine. And now, Choice Scarf Shifu at level 96 is 6 points faster than Mega Alakazam. So this Shifu actually, because it's plus speed Shifu with max speed, so we actually outspeed this and just kill this with Wicked Blow. Despite this being a level higher. And now this is Aggron, this could be Metal Burst. Mewtwo's playing around the sturdy Custard Berries, so we Rapid Spin here. Take a Heavy Slam, it's fine. And then EQ just kills us. Easy going. Deathless, riskless veto. Thank you. Yeah, Mega Slowbro is just incredible on this fight. It is difficult enough to get. We're here. It's difficult enough to get because you have to do the optionals at a lower level cap, but the level cap is 99. It's not gonna get higher than this. We have a handful of trainers on 115 left, and then we're ready for A4. Let's go ahead. So I've already done a bunch of the fights on 123. So all of these fights are already done. The only fight left on 123 are Cameron and Kindra here. I do need Rocky Helmet for this fight though. So I will go into Meteor Force. I'm going to do this fight and Dragon Tamer Nicholas, who are the two fights on that route. Do those two. And then I'm going to go back to 123, get the resist berries, get all of my shit there, do the double there, and then we're going to go into 115 and do the last like 6 trainers in the game before E4. Okay. So I think Excadrill is immediately coming to Meteor Force. Yes, so I need Hitmontop, Exca, Sneasland, and Infernape. So I need Hitmontop. Where is he? There he is. Hitmontop, Exca, I need Sneasler, and I need Infernape. And then I was begged earlier to bring Latios, so I'm bringing Latios. Because Bazza wanted Lil Sussy to get some action. So we're gonna Candy Hitmontop. 82, that's fine. And now we can level all of our guys to level 99. Except you. Okay, so let me prep this fight real quick. Okay, so we need to pre-damage slot 1 to 109. It's good. Okay. I need Smart Strike and Poison Jab. I think you have Smart Strike still, yes. And this thing, you have Poison Jab. I need Life Orb on this. I need Poison Barb. Okay, that's the fight. I need Hitmontop in slot 1. Let me import my box at my level 99 box, because otherwise I'm just gonna get confused all the fucking time. Still hasty. X. Toby Prim. Ludi is scaled in here, that's fine. Salazo, Conk, Cloister, Legion, Arrow, Electron, Swampert, Scooter, Crook. I think this looks fine. Just so that my calcs match the thing. Wouldn't want to make a mistake off of this stuff. Sorry, I gotta manually adjust some levels on the megas here. So it's Whimsicott on this. We are no longer in Psychic Terrain, but this is a double. Okay, so where is my... Jesus Christ. Legit problem with this box, it's too full. I'm gonna put this at 82 because I know that it's 82. So at 82 it's 111 base. I think I put this because you could accidentally level to 83 and then it's 109. Right, because I am going to in breaks the sash. Shouldn't ever level up. Poor 1 HP punch Dragon. Yeah, he's just here if something goes wrong and I need an exit. He still gets to at least see the fucking outside of the box. Even if it's for less than savory reasons. Okay, all three of these are level 99. This is level 92. This is level 82. This doesn't need an item. Okay, I have Smart Strike on this and I have Poison Jab on this. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's Whimsicott in slot 1, Lycanroc in slot 2. Perfect. So, Hitmontop currently baits a fast kill Moonblast from Whimsicott. Baits a fast kill from Whimsicott and a fast kill from Lycanroc. We click Detect and we spin on the Lycanroc to remove its sash. Also to increase our speed. Oh shit. I clicked the wrong move. I think that's fine. I did misclick. Oops. I do need to be careful. I think we can just... Yeah, this is actually annoying now. Lol. Yeah, this is... Oops. Just switch the move order. Well, I'm supposed to fast kill the Whimsicott here, which I now can't. So the easiest way to rectify this is to switch in Latios, who probably tanks both moves, then dies, and I rapid spin on the Whimsicott once and bring the Hitmontop back in. I can always recover this pretty easily from here. Let's see if I can do it without sacking.
Du rechnest das jetzt erst, oder?
Ja, natürlich.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to rapid spin with Exca here. I'm getting exactly CC and Moonblast. Could I just switch the Sneasler in raw? I don't think so. Yeah, Moonblast does too much. I could obviously hit the fatty double detect, but that'd be bad. If I fast kill the Lycanroc and just take the Moonblast. I would always bait another fast kill, so it couldn't Grass Whistle. Sneasler doesn't die from it. What would switch in if I do that? Because the thing is, I wanted to keep the Lycanroc alive for a little bit longer. So, if I fast kill the... Am I faster than... Oh, I'm not even faster than Lycanroc. Okay, I can't do that. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a misclick of all time. Yeah, I'm not guaranteed dead with Latios. And the problem is I can't switch... I can't even use Druddigon here. Because Druddigon dies and then I get CC'd on Exca and Exca can, dies to crit. Okay, so how do I recover this? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Incredibly hot streamer with a huge brain. Hello, Chad. Incredibly hot chatter with a huge brain as well. Okay, so the best way to get out of this is switch in Druddigon for Hitmontop and Excadrill for Big Sussy here. Because then I can reposition and I can get Sneasler in and Big Sussy could kill this fast while I fake out. That could get annoying. Would Druddigon not just die to burn? No, so the burn triggers at the end of the turn, so the attacks would hit first. So if I switch Druddigon and Big Sussy here, Druddigon dies to the Moonblast. That happens first because the Whimsicott is faster, and then CC goes into the other slot. I have nothing that switches into CC and Moonblast. So technically Big Sussy does it, but like barely, and she can die to like... She dies to crit Moonblast, and then again I'm risking crit on the Excadrill, which I'm not willing to do. Oh god, I really didn't want to sack. I don't want to sack here. Oh my god, just because of a fucking misclick. Can I get out of this? Gotta study more. Congrats on conquering triggered entities. Good luck studying. Have fun. Okay. So... Okay, if I switch Druddigon and Sneasler, I can bring the Exca in. That doesn't do shit, really. I could bring Infernape in, and then just 1-2 this. That works, but even that is like dangerous. Yeah, that misclick actually really fucking cost me here. If I let the Hitmontop die and switch to Sneasler, I get a free switch to something else. A Druddigon wouldn't make sense then, because, like... Would I actually die to burn? I don't think I would. That's interesting. That's very fascinating. If I gave Big Sussy AV, it actually would work, right? Because then I could switch into the Moonblast, not die to crit, tank the CC, spin, and then essentially do the same thing next turn. Wouldn't be terrible. This doesn't... Oh my god. This already sees a fast kill into Exca. That is fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, so I can't have Exca in here because I misclicked the rapid spin. VR trainers are done? Yes. I'm done with VR. I'd immediately run into a fight and misclick. But I'm recovering right now. Okay, so Exca is sometimes dead to is dead to like some rolls of CC. It's top 4 rolls, so it's 25% to target Exca with the CC here. If I let the Hitmon die, we at least know that, like, so the Exca slot getting targeted is always the possibility anyway, right? So if I switch in Druddigon and Sneasler, and Sneasler tanks a CC, it would never be dead to close combat. I could then slow kill the Whimsicott. Because the problem is Exca really needs that fucking rapid spin. Otherwise this line kind of falls apart. Okay, so I need to find a way to get the... I need to get Exca back in while I get the... Okay, I need to get Exca back in while I get the Lycanroc off the field. Do you know who Lindsay Nicole is? She was on the Vlogbrothers a while back with Hank when she did the funny taxonomy thing where everything is either a whale or a beetle. I don't know who she is, no, but I'm always a fan of that shtick, so good on her. Okay. Yeah, I'm not on my best fucking behavior today. Okay, so we need the rapid spin with Exca, otherwise this whole thing doesn't work, right? So I have to sack this. So I have to sack him on here, right? Which is fine, but what's the best sack? So in theory, it'd be switch in Sneasler on the Exca spot and sack Druddigon. No? Yes. Oh no. It is... Okay. If I switch Exca, So I know that I'm taking burn chip on this, which is 16%. Plus 6 is 22. So 16.3 plus 6.25 is 22.55, which doesn't mean I'm dead to Moonblast, even after burn. Am I? Oh, I didn't level this, right? That'd be great. I did level this. Fuck. If I didn't level this, it would have been better. The thing is, if I sack the Hitmontop, the problem is if I don't want to sack the Hitmontop, right? I want to get another detect out of this in some way, shape, or form. What I could do is switch Sneasler because Excadrill can tank a Moonblast in theory, but I don't want to, right? So what I'm gonna do is, if I switch Hitmontop for Drodigon, let it die, switch Exca for Sneasler, Sneasler tanks a move, then I can double Fake Out and have Hitmontop and Sneasler out. Actually, I'd have to sack the Hitmontop too at that point, right? I bring that in, then Fake Out, kill with the Sneasler, let Hitmontop die, and then bring Exca in, and then yeah, that'd still be in a shit position. Okay, so the best thing I can have in for Exca is Heliolisk. Okay. Okay, Heliolisk would actually come in with Hyper Voice. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, actually, no, I know what it is. It's Hitmontop sack, because Hitmon Mach Punch kills the... Yeah. Okay. No, it's just Hitmontop sack. Right. We Mach Punch the Lycanroc, fast kill it, then die to Moonblast, because we're always pre-damaged to be dead to Moonblast, right? Or like, we don't need pre-damage to die to Moonblast, right? Because this thing is on like 1 HP. And we always die to the Moonblast. Then Sneasler comes in. I'm +1. Do I bring Sneasler in? Actually, what would you bring in? Because Exca is the one that baits, and the only thing Exca doesn't kill is... Because Exca +1 kills everything in the back except Lilligant. So I could fast kill the Lilligant. The problem with that is Prankster Grass Whistle, of course, right? So what you'd do is... What's the name for the song? I know it from the meme and from Hackers 1995, but I don't know the name. Wait, the previous one? Hello. I want to go one back, please. Hello. Oh. It's called Voodoo People by Mr. Machine. Okay, if we Mach Punch this and we slow kill the Whimsicott here. We Mach Punch kill and we slow kill the Whimsicott. We're not up on speed. Does anything have a kill on us? Yes. It'd be Earth Power Fire Blast kill. Fast kill from Nidoqueen because we're speed tied. And the other slot would be... Well, I could go Sneasler on the other slot, which shows a fast kill to everything else. So it would just be Lilligant. I could then kill Lilligant and switch Latias in on the other slot. Then I'd have Follow Me Clefable in, and Sneasler could die to... Sneasler would just bait slow Earthquake, Earth Power kill, and if you Poison Jab this thing, Latias can't kill it. You die. Okay, that doesn't quite work, but all I hear is your voice must be very low. There's music playing? Oh yeah. I can up the music a little bit, sure. Let me check. Maybe the music is better now. Okay, so I do think the Mach Punch line is best here. The problem is if I spin... Yeah, it's louder now, okay. I'll go down a little bit again. I don't want it to be like too loud. Okay, Mach Punch plus spin. Hitmontop dies. Now I actually don't know the... Now the thing that you mentioned earlier, I think if Draudigon comes in, does it die to burn at the end of turn? Because I'm fairly certain post KO you don't take a burn tick. Because then I could bait... My voice is never too low, yeah, fair. Because then I would bait another kill. I could fast kill this, and I'm baiting... I would obviously bait Energy Ball, HP Fire, fast kill from this too. And then I could just switch in Sneasler and have the position I want. I can do that if that doesn't work enough. I do die to my own burn chip. Just lose another one for no fucking reason. To be fair, it's useless one. Double check, of course, but I do think you don't take a burn tick post kills. Yeah, I don't think so either. It wouldn't. I don't think, because like post KO switch is pretty much last in the order of operations on everything except in Emerald Expansion, like Future Sight for some reason, but that's like an Emerald Expansion thing. I don't think that burn ticks. That would be the perfect position. If that doesn't work, like if that is either bugged or if I'm wrong on my order of operations, how would I recover this position? Because that's why I slow kill this, which means I would get a fast kill from this. Yeah, it'd be always fast kill from this thing on Fire Blast Earth Power, which I have a switch in for with Lil Sussy, right? But that'd be annoying. Well, not necessarily, right? Because I wouldn't have to kill. I could fake this out instead of killing it. I could fake this out instead of killing it, right? Yeah, I could fake this out instead of killing it. Then switch to this. Then kill this the turn. No, I couldn't. I'd still have the problem of like. Because this dies to. Yeah. This would die to its own move after Energy Ball crit. Plus it could sleep out of me. In that position, I would fake out this thing and switch here. Killing this becomes the problem, right? To be fair, I can just ball out a little bit with the psychic here. Slash, this is always Earth Power on that slot, right? I could use this, which could be dead to Moonblast. I have. What's the move? I can put a burn onto something, which doesn't really matter because both of these are using special moves anyway. I could Psychic. If it Moonblasts, that's fine. I think that's the most recoverable position. I do have Infinite as well. If I were to go Infinite. Infinite could fake this out. Show this thing a fast kill. I could fake this out. And then give this thing a Psychic. If Infinite gets slapped, that's fine. You then switch, kill, go to Sneasler, and this thing is off the field. Okay, I think that's the best line. So I'm going to Mark Punch and slow kill this with Excadrill. If the Druddigon doesn't die to its own burn, we're in a good position anyway. Right? Wait, do it. Yes, because if I think that's the best. Wait, do I want to Rapid Spin? Because if I Mark Punch, Rapid Spin this, and then Druddigon comes in, that'd be the best position, right? I want that. I would at least never get Nido Queen. I think that's the better position. Yeah, okay. I'm going to click... so I have to sack Hitmontop here. 2 burn takes in the same round if you kill and survive. Don't make sense. That's not what I meant, Soul, but I might have gotten ahead of myself anyway. I'm killing this with Mark Punch and letting Hitmontop die to Moonblast. I'm then switching in Druddigon. It shouldn't burn. Oh, I think I just got what you meant. Okay, sorry. So Mark Punch, we Rapid Spin. We bring in the Drodigon. If the Drodigon dies itself, we're bringing in Sneasel in slot 2 to fake out the Whimsicott next turn. Alright.
Würdest du das aufschreiben?
Does that... Wait, does it even compute? Wait, isn't Prankster... Sorry. A second. Isn't Prankster +1 priority? Yes. Priority raised by 1, yeah. I'm off. Thanks for the content. Good luck. I hope your fix works out. Bye, Corey. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope so too. Should be fine. So, yeah. We Rapid Spin. After that... This. If the Drodigon dies, we play it off of that. We played off that then. No. I am reasonably annoyed that I have to sack him on here, but I have to accept this. It's my mistake for misclicking. Moonblast, Fairy Gem. Goodbye, hit on top. Okay. So we want to go into Drodigon. Drodigon should not die here. If it does, it's fine. But then we need to get a bit creative. Perfect. So Drodigon, so Lilligant and Whimsicott both see kills into Drodigon. They're both fast kills. So it doesn't really matter what kind of fast kill they're seeing. Right. So Excadrill now outspeeds everything. I switch Drodigon for Sneasler. And Smart Strike the Whimsicott. Lilligant has HP Fire or Energy Ball kill. So this is Nidoqueen, this is completely fine. We want to kill... So my question is, which... Yes. So we fake out the Lilligant. I didn't get what you were saying about burn tick post kill, so what I wrote is very... No, you're good. You're good, Saul. Okay. So I could fast kill the Lilligant and the Nidoqueen here, but that fucks up my bait order. So we fake out with Sneasler into Lilligant here, and just kill the Nidoqueen with high horsepower. Then Sneasler shows fast kill to both Clefable and Heliolisk. Since Clefable has Follow Me, we have to plan around that. We need Lilligant and Clefable on the field at the same time, and killing both at the same time to guarantee Follow Me never fucks us over. So we fake out here and kill the Nidoqueen. The Lilligant is own tempo, which doesn't prevent flinching, it's just preventing confusion and interim. Cannot be confused and immune to intimidate.
Willst du das Lilligant klicken? Willst du das Lilligant klicken?
Yes.
Okay.
We fake out and we high horsepower the Nidoqueen. So this baits in Clefable, because I'm fast killing both with Sneasler anyway. Okay. this I need this in because so Sneasler is slower than Excadrill at +1. If this clicks Follow Me, I need to be able to click Poison Jab with Sneasler and Smart Strike with Excadrill, because Excadrill would hit first, the Follow Me effect goes away, and then Lilligant dies to the Poison Jab. This was always the plan. Getting there just required a sack in this situation because I misclicked. So Sneasler clicks Poison Jab on Lilligant, just in case it doesn't do this, and Smart Strike from Exca always kills those. Okay, it didn't click Follow Me, that's fine. Perfect. And now Heliolisk dies to CC and High Horsepower. Perfect. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. That's my 14th death. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah. Oh, that is so annoying. Thank you, Saul. I don't think I'm using Hitmontop on anything else. Ja.
Steht das nicht am Burn jetzt, wenn du zu lange wartest?
Okay.
Burn
hat kein Overworld Damage. Aber danke fürs Nachfragen. Yeah, like there's one more double in the rest of the game anyway. Like that is not E4, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Erotic Cross, yeah. Yeah. And all of this just because I misclicked a move. But happens. Okay. So next up is Dragon Trainer Nicholas. And I have to update the death command. 14 deaths is really annoying for one reason and one reason only. It means I am technically tied with DRXX for the lowest amount of deaths in our regular runs with not counting E4. Technically tied.
Wirklich?
Yes.
Dein Gottkomplex ist, was dich nervt?
Yes.
Oh mein Gott.
It's the only reason why this is annoying.
Oh, ich habe hier Sorgen.
Ich liebe die. If I recall, didn't he sack? Yes. I think Drew has 17 deaths total, 3 of which are on E4. So he had 14 during his regular run. I had I didn't want to beat DRXX or anything. It's just I saw it and I saw I have 13 deaths. If I don't lose a single mon for the rest of the game, I have just finish out with less sacks and you win these. Yeah, it's mostly that I did not want to give him the satisfaction of, if I have to sack another mon or something, him having the fewest deaths in his regular run, not counting E4 deaths. Not that is important, but I kind of want. Now we're tied, I guess. Who cares? The good shit still to come. And good thing I had the fucking Drodigon with me. Yeah, it's completely meaningless though, right? I'm just being facetious here. Okay, so now for an actual fucking fight.
Kannst du vielleicht gleich mal kurz 5 Minuten Pause machen und atmen, dass du dich nicht wieder verklickst?
Ich hol mir was zu trinken, ja. So, Latios, Electrode, Prem, Golly, I need Shifu, and I need Excadrill. Unsurprisingly. It's a competitive thing, not even necessarily true, but it's just points for points. Yeah, exactly. It's just It's not even like it's not that I like have any specific animosity towards the guy. It was just, oh, I have an ability to like, quote unquote, have fewer deaths here. So who cares? Now we're tied. Who cares?
You care.
I do, yeah. I do kind of care. Okay, so I'm going to 99 on you. Okay, so technically, for those here, you can probably, from what I'm gonna do next, you might be able to, I don't want to say extrapolate, but like, you can probably get an idea of what I'm bringing to you for. So, one for coffee, one for Prim, one for Shifu. Okay, so we want Ice Beam on Latios. Surf because it's the most move. Never melt ice on this. I need Pixie Plate. Where's my fucking Pixie Plate? Huh? Ah, there it is. I'm blind. Okay. Expert Belt and Soft Sand. Soft Sand on Excar. No item on Electrode. Okay. I'm gonna save here real quick. And I'll be right back. Latios, Shifu, Prim, most teams have those now. Yes. Latios, Shifu, and Prim are arguably the three of the strongest, if not the three strongest mons for the Run and Bun E4. So having them in my box and candying them here probably means I'm bringing them to E4. Well,
It's a spoiler.
It's not really a spoiler. Like anybody who's watching the stream can probably deduce that. What? No, never. Yeah, see, I can't think it's it. I'll be right back. I'll get a water. Okay, I'm back. So, the next fight gives us access to the Dragon Gem and the Rocky Helmet. So we have everything in terms of moves. Now do pre-damage. Need Latios, pre-damaged and pre-toxic. Need Golly, also pre-damaged. And then just pre-toxic on the Latios later. $284. It's fine. Okay, that's the guy.
Bist du sicher, dass du alles richtig hast?
Ich mach gleich nochmal einen Check.
Hast du ans Wetter gedacht?
Yes. Hast du ans Wetter gedacht? Okay, so gotta switch off doubles here in the calc. So this is pre-toxic, it's pre-damaged. You need an item on this. This has Never Melt Ice, Pixie Plate, Golly, pre-damaged. Check the Golly pre-damage. It's 51%, that's fine. Perfect. Latias does 64% to this. This does 36%. That adds to 100. Always EQ. No anything else. Just losing 18 and 36, 46, 54. So I'm down to 130, which is fine. It's a little bit below, and then we always go into the thing here. That's fine. Right. Because then you lose another 54. Right. Yeah. Okay. So Gyarados is going to click EQ here. We Volt Switch, procs the Wakan Berry, chip this. We go into Coffee here, take turn 1 of Toxic. We click Draco to lower our own special attack. I do have Ice Beam now. Yeah. So we want to lower our special attack here, so we kill this with Draco. Have to go for a bit now. Okay. Have a good day, Soul. Thank you for checking in. See you later. I learned, like, formally learned English in school, but I'm a scientist, so I've like been primarily speaking English in like a work environment for like 10 years at this point. Plus, I have like a lot of English colleagues. I publish in English, so I'm like English is like second nature to me at this point. So this is slow kill. This is slow kill guard chop on dual chop. This cannot substitute. This cannot sword stance. So we have Perish Song, so this can't substitute. We have Moonblast, which kills with the Pixie Plate, so this cannot this can't sword stance. So this is going to Iron Tail us. So we slow flip turn out here. Miss is completely fine. Crit is also fine. So we are no longer yeah. So we are no longer at -2 special attack. We have a Never Melt Ice. So we can kill this with an Ice Beam now. Easily. So Metagross sees a Ice Punch kill here. I could technically also click Meteor Mash, but that's fine. We go into Shifu. Shifu kills this with Wicked Blow. Now this is base Latias. This is going to click Mystical Fire. This is going to Mega. Doesn't do any damage to us. Like, not any significant damage. And then we kill this with Wicked Blow as well. So now this is Sandaconda, because we fast kill the Gudra Hisui. This is guaranteed to be EQ, Glare, or Rocks. It's completely fine. We kill this with Never Melt boosted Ice Beam. Sand Spit ups the sand. Chip, we chip, it's fine. And now this is a Dragon Pulse or Heavy Slam from this. And Exca always takes both of those moves. And kill it with Earthquake. Wieso bist du eigentlich nervöser als ich?
Hm?
Wieso du sagst, du wirkst so nervös?
Weil ich dich ertragen muss, sollte hier irgendwas schief gehen. Let me just put a footnail on this. Okay, so we get... Hast du noch so ein Schutzding?
Hast hier einen permanenten Schutz.
Okay.
We get Dragon Gem. We also get the Rocky Helmet. Where the fuck was that one again? Oh, that's the next trainer. Not yet.
Im Stein?
I think it's... Oh yeah, it's back here, right? Yeah, this is where the rocky helmet is.
Nicht zu schnell, du machst Fehler. Angespannt bleiben.
Bist du mein Coach?
Ja. Das ist der Punkt, wo es schief geht, wenn wir uns so freuen, dass alles gut läuft.
Okay. So, let me do a quick save here. So, perfect. So, we are actually going to switch back to the double on 123 now, because I want the resist berries for one or two of these fights. So I'm going to go to Cameron and Kindra. We don't need anything besides Golly and Shifu for this fight. And obviously a couple other ones, but like... I need Beedrill, I need Sneasler, and I need Togi for this fight. And because I promised Bowser, I'm gonna bring Big Sassy as well. So, openers, Sneasler, Beedrill. Beedrill in slot 1. Yes, makes sense. Okay, so I gotta level a little bit.
Vorsichtig.
Okay, need a rare candy on this. Okay, so we need black belt. How many more fights? So it's this double. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more fights until I'm at the E4.
Ja, die machst du heute noch nicht mehr alle ganz, ganz knicken. Dafür ist deine Konzentration nicht gut genug.
7 more fights till E4. Okay. Black belt on Sneasler. I need Shed Shell on Togi.
Wenn du jetzt stirbst, während ich duschen gehe, schläfst du auf dem Sofa. Mach langsam.
Okay, Jesus Christ. For some reason I saw 95 is 55 and thought you would Donkey Kong support right now. That would have been very fun. I was like, maybe I can hop in call with this dude and he can reveal in revel in my evil cooks, but he occupied, of course. Yeah, sorry. We can do this in the next couple of days, right? Like I have some time before I'm doing the E4. Jesus Christ, that's a bit aggressive. Okay. So Shed Shell on this. So this is where I need the Rocky Helmet on Golly, and I need Scarf on Shifu. I'll put the specs up here. So, and this. Okay. Need to teach Brick Break to Shifu for this fight. I need to pre-damage Golly. This is pre-damaged Only needs to be pre-damaged to 139. So his exit on min damage. Chescav. Okay, teach Brickbreak to Shifu in slot 5. Over the aerial ace. Okay, this is Brickbreak. Beat Relight, that's the most important thing. Okay, let me check all the fucking HPs and stuff. So I need to go back 2 trainers here. This is the double. This is the last Psychic Terrain double I will ever have to fucking watch. So Indeedee has doesn't have Focus Sash here, so it makes it a lot easier. Yeah. So I just fast kill Mian Shao turn 1 with CC. I go -1 defense, -1 special defense. I kill this. Then I bait Zam on slow kill, Mimikyu off of Beedrill because I'm showing fast kill to Thievul. Made it back-to-back with 5 mons and there's 3 Ultra Beasts. Jesus Christ. May move it back in late game rocket section if it's too drug. Okay. I'm really curious about those cooks. I'll see what I can read once I'm done. Mimikyu sees slow kill player off on Sneasler post CC drop. That is inaccurate. Yeah, Beedrill in slot, Mega Beedrill in slot 1 baits down the line. Yeah. Alright, because this doesn't have Unburden proc yet, so I'm doing this. And this doesn't see the thing though. Okay. So okay, this is fine. Beedrill in slot 1. The Togi at 241. This Togi is still at level 92. That's not correct. Okay, if I take player off, I'm taking 97 damage. So this is 250. Sorry, I'm at 241 minus 97. It's 144. Always Drain Punch. Perfect. And then Fairy Gem is down, and this is never player off again. And then Shadow Claw, and this is fine. This is, it doesn't have Fairy Gem anymore, this would also be fine. Okay. We are Gucci. Actually, it's good that I have Big Sussy in the team here because then I can fucking fly out of that shit again. Fucking hell. An item here that I forgot. Oh, it's the check button. Oops.
Ruhe da hinten.
Alright. Yo, Liam, what's up? It's going pretty good. I am not on my... I am not fully logged in today, apparently. I made a mistake which cost me a mon earlier. I actually had to sack, which means I'm now tied with DRXX on the lowest amount of deaths in a... Like, during the run, not counting any E4 deaths, which I'm kind of annoyed because I wanted to be lower than that, but I misclicked and had to sack. But apart from that, it's pretty good. I'm 9 fights away from E4. How are you doing? How's your vacation? So, yeah. Mimikyu sees a player off kill into Sneasler post CC drop, right? That's what I do want. Let me just check. Yes. Oh, this works. Occasional still. Oh, fuck. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Oh my god. I got my. I thought you went on vacation last week, not this week. My bad. Okay. Let's rip this. Don't need any of that shit. This has Choice Scarf and Brick Break. There's no bullshit here. Yes, so base speedroll baits a fast kill from Mienshao and Indeedee before it megas. So the Mienshao can never detect here because it wants to rock slide, even in doubles. So we mega beadroll and we kill the Indeedee with Leech Life. And we click CC on Mienshao with Black Belt. And kill it. Let me just check. Black Belt, perfect. Mega. This has Light Clay, and this has Life Orb. Neither of these guys has Focus Sash. Leech Life after I Mega CC into this. Crit for good measure. So Mimikyu doesn't see any kills into beadroll. Zam sees slow kill expanding force into beadroll, and actually fast kill expanding force into Sneasler, so it can't protect here. Doesn't have focus sash. How dare you not know my vacation details? Yes, how dare I? I'm a bad fucking streamer. I am. Okay, so beadroll is going to kill Zam with yes. So I'm gonna kill this with Leech Life. I'm gonna switch this into Togi. Let me just confirm. Mimikyu does not see any kills into beadroll. Yes. The highest roll would be Shadow Claw 75%. And -1 defense Sneasler always baits a play rough kill. Alakazam dies. Play rough into this thing. So Togi is at 132, which is now, so Fairy Gem is used. 132, I'm baiting guaranteed Drain Punch. The Starmie sees some rolls of Hydro Pump into Togi. Actually, it sees all rolls of Hydro Pump killing into Togi. So it should always Hydro Pump the Togi slot here. Be more parasocial towards your viewers or something. Yeah, I really should. The calc screen on the overlay might as well not exist considering how small it is. Yeah. I could technically remove it and just create more space to like do something else with it. The thing is, the reason why it's there is because it tries to. I'm mirroring this here because if I'm on the calc screen layout, it's where the game screen is. So it's mostly there for like symmetry purposes. Oops, I also realized I'm on the wrong fucking trainer in the dock. Yeah. It's mostly there for symmetry purposes because the game screen actually does make sense here. But then should switch more often to the calc screen when you're calcing. Yeah, I should. I tend to get stuck on like one of the screens and then just completely forget about it. But that's good feedback. Thank you, Leia. Maybe I could finagle a little bit more with the layout, yeah. So I want to U-turn on this while Togi clicks Spiky Shield because it's gonna get targeted with Hydro Pump and Drain Punch. So we U-turn on this, and Togi clicks Spiky Shield. We go into Shifu. Mimikyu gets chipped by 12.5%. That's good. So Shifu with Choice Scarf outspeeds the Starmie. And we kill this thing with Brick Break because it's on 1 HP. And the Togi switches into Golly. Who takes a little bit of damage, chips this with Rocky Helmet, so this thing never recovers enough. And since this is not a true double, I can go into Beedrill here again. Then Shifu has to click Brick Break, which is fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna... Oops. Switching Sneasler into... Shifu into Sneasler. Yeah. Shifu to Sneasler, and this thing kills Mimikyu with Poison Jab because it doesn't have its thingy anymore. What's it called? The Disguise. And Thievul comes in with the Unburden boost. This is faster than Mega Beedrill and shows a fast kill with Foul Play. So Sneasler clicks CC into this, and we go back into the Quad Resist Shifu. Because Shifu tanks this like it's nothing. And that's 123. Wrong scene. Oh, yeah. See? Thank you, Liam. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's such a terrible streamer. Okay. Give me some resist berries. Tangerberry. The majority of these doesn't really matter, but there are a few that do actually matter to me. Okay, 2 choppleberries, that's kind of nice. Okay, 2 caviar berries. Ooh, 2 yachi berries. 1 rindo berry. 2 wakan berries. 1 pasha berry. Okay, with this, 123 is done. Now we only have the trainers on around 115 left. The question is, do I want to keep these for tomorrow? I have been live for around 5 hours. I do feel my concentration slipping a little bit. I've made like 2 mistakes today, which is a lot higher than usually, and both of those mistakes could have been bad if I didn't find a way around it. And one of them actually cost me a fucking mon, which is annoying me massively. Which annoys me massively. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trainers left. I could, for my own sanity, just leave it at this today, then do all of the 115 optionals tomorrow real quick, which I think sounds like a good idea. As none of the fights is particularly difficult. The lines are quite easy, except for Helene. Because whether I do them today or tomorrow is really only relevant if I do all of them or none of them. Like, that's the only difference it makes, right? Okay. Let's see. I think this is it for me today. I think it's better if I do these tomorrow, because at my current pace, I would take minimum of an hour and a half to finish these trainers, probably 2. I wouldn't want to make a mistake, and I genuinely don't think it makes much of a difference if I finish these today, because I can finish them tomorrow and then drop the E4 trailer at the end of stream tomorrow and make the announcement in Discord about my E4 this week, and then I think we're good. I like that more. Thank you everybody for being here. Sorry, Liam, that you're joining in and I'm like ending 10 minutes later. Hope you had a good weekend playing Battlefield, at least. And yeah, thank you for everybody for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, probably at a similar time as I started today, so around like 6, 7 o'clock probably. Maybe I'm doing an earlier stream, but I don't think so. Might do a little bit of a later stream. Actually, don't know. I'll be back tomorrow at a similar time, and yeah, then we'll finish the rest of the optionals. Have a good one, and goodbye, gamers.